Hey guys, it's Josh, Stoney Ridge Farmer. Once again, this is farm vlog number 9. Boom shakalaka! Stoney Ridge. Well, we got the baby birds in the chicken coop now, so we've got to get the chicken tractor out of the yard. Gonna move it down to the middle field, get it out of the way. I've got an idea of how I'm gonna do this, but it may not work so good. We're gonna try and attach the rope to the bumper on the gator and drag this sucker because I don't want to drag it all the way. I've got a back brace on today because my back's sore from taking all the wood off the barn yesterday. All right, I'm gonna try to take this rope and loop it over the bumper of the gator and pull it down the hill. Here's my idea. I'll loop this and try to loop the other one over that and see how she tows. I think it's gonna work, Captain. Man, it's a nice day out here today. I'm on call for work, which kind of sucks because I'm not getting paid and it pisses my wife off. But, man, what a beautiful day. So here's yesterday's bounty of wood. Huge amount of wood. So we need to move the goats at some point. I've got a fence I've got to work on. As soon as I get that fence all set up, we'll get the goats moved. So today might be a day we just work on that fence a little bit and do a little bit of farm cleanup. Farm cleanup is very important because I know you've driven out in the country and seen these farms that are just trash, stuff laying everywhere. And that's not what we're going to be about. So we got to keep this place clean, keep it nice. Let's see how it works. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Come on, buddy. So it worked, but we're plowing up the gravel and everything, so we want to fix a little something different. So much for having a sore back. Here goes. We'll see if this works. I'm going to put a clamp on that and see if it'll hold. So in fine Stoney Ridge farmer fashion, I'm going to fasten this clamp to my bar right here, which I've broken a couple times already, but we'll see how it does. Clamp's nice and tight. It's like the reins on a horse. We'll see how it works. What good's living in the country if you can't have a little hillbilly apparatus going on? It's working! Now that worked like a charm. So me and my little nephew made a bench about a year ago, and I'm gonna take that and put it by the chicken coop, so we'll have a little chicken observation bench, because there's no better therapy than sitting and watching the chickens. I call it chicken therapy. Chicken chair. A thought has entered my head. I think we want to do rabbits again. We're gonna build some rabbit hutches at some point. Not sure how long it'll be, but look for that video in the future. Gonna build some wooden rabbit hutches, and I have some rabbit cages. We're gonna get them set up here by the garden. That way we can utilize the manure. So I'm driving up to the spot where we're gonna put the goats, and I happen to see some daffodils sprouting. So we want to put flowers around the chicken coop. We're gonna get us some free daffodils. I'm gonna show you how to harvest daffodils from old farm places in the woods. You guys might be out and about, mountain biking, driving down an old country road, and you see a bunch of daffodils on the side of the road. Make a mental note of that and come back in the late winter, and you can dig those up, take them home and plant them. Planted them all around the pond, and we're gonna plant them all around the chicken coop so that our chicken coop is beautiful. Fencing supplies. So this is gonna kind of be our little home base area. We're gonna build a fence all the way around this entire field. We happen to go to Tractor Supply and find out that the Zariba brand, and also if you have a Tractor Supply near you, it's probably still on sale. They are discontinuing the Zariba brand, and we bought a bunch of fence controllers. Everything's 50% off. So these are the little tabs that you use to hook your wire to your pole. Can never have too many of these. All right guys, here we are. These are all daffodils. We've got a shovel. We're just gonna dig them up, put them in a bucket, and then we're gonna separate the dirt from the daffodil bulbs, and we're gonna plant them. Ugh. Free flowers. Ugh. This is my neighbor, Punch. Come on over, dude. Oh. He's a good dude. All right, so you take your big clump of dirt, and we're gonna set it on the back of the gator. We're gonna get a couple of them, get a bucket, and we'll strip the dirt off and put the bulbs in. Look at all these. Man, free stuff. So, you just take these and you bust up the dirt clod. Out come your bulbs. I will tell you how many I get. I'll bet you it's over 100, maybe 150. So here's what we got. Look at that. Amazing. I'm gonna count them, tell you how many we got. This is all free flowers that we're just growing in the corner of my field. 255 bulbs for free. Super duper windy today, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with the fence. Basically, we're just putting insulators on the fence post. I've got a line of fence behind me, and we'll go ahead and get started. It's so windy out here today, it's kind of hard for me to use the camera, but we'll show you what the finished product looks like. All right, so we got all our insulators up, and I'll show you what they look like. Just in case you've never ran an electrical fence like this before, this might be a good tutorial. So if you know somebody building an electric fence, send them a link to this. So here's my insulators, and I have them run all the way around the whole field here. This is just a post leaning, don't worry about that one. Basically, I put the first one for the goats at about ankle level, then about 4 marks up, which is probably 8 inches, another 8 inches, and then I gave them about 10 inches on the last one. That's just to keep them from jumping. So the top one is to keep them from jumping, and the bottom one is to keep them from going under the fence or eating underneath the fence. The next thing we got to do is we got to trim all the grass almost all the way down to the ground in between the post and around the post, because our wire will be dragging in the brush and in the tall grass if we don't do that, and that'll cause the fence to be less effective. So I'm going to use my steel weed eater and go around and trim this all up. One pull, still. I don't know how I keep a gut when I do all this stuff. All right, guys, so we got it all done. Everything looks great. Happy with my fence. All right, we got the fence all done. It looks great. Thanks for watching the show. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments box. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments. Give me some thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Stoney Ridge Farmer. Woo! Well, come on down to the Stoney Ridge. Bring your wife and bring your kids. We're living life.